Okay, so once again, good afternoon, class, and welcome back to our virtual class in BA311, the business policy and total quality management. So we are now going to proceed in week 6, okay, and we're going to discuss customer focus. Okay, so here we're going to discuss the CRM or the customer relationship management, and even the customer satisfaction measurements on these things in a way that these things are part of the customer focus. Okay, so our learning objectives here is to explain the customer relationship management and to explain how to measure the customer satisfaction. Okay, so how do we define the customer? So the customer, these are the people or the people who consume, perceive the products and services. And customer, this is also an individual, okay, who used to buy the products and services, okay, to the organization or the business. So why is it that quality is also very important to the customer? Because the customer has a driven quality cycle where how do we meet their expectations towards the product and services, and also in delivery the quality. That's why the cycle or the driving quality cycle of the customer, of course, we need to know their needs and expectations. So we should know their expected quality, where we have to be prepared and to provide. So of course, it is also important to identify what are the customer needs. Okay, so aside from customer expectation, as the organization, we have to identify what are the needs of the customer towards the product and services which they offer. And of course, after we identify the customer needs, we have to translate this customer needs into a product and service specifications. So we talk about design quality. And then after that, after we create a design, then let's do some output or the initial and actual productions. That's so we can see the actual quality, if it is conformed to the quality design. And of course, this output can be also perceived by the customers. So once it is already bought by the customer, so the customers have their perceptions perceptions or comments about the product which they perceive. And that is a feedback that where we have to measure. Okay, so once we have that feedback, so we need to go back to the start. Okay, so in providing quality, okay, it's a cycle. So if you met the customer needs, that's a check. Then and of course, if the product conforms to the satisfaction of the customer, that's another check. Okay, so please take note that there is a formula on how to perceive the quality of the customers towards the product. Of course, the formula is the customers must have the actual product less the expected. So this is the formula of the perceived quality. Of course, we all know that there is also a term of expectation versus actual, what do you call this? Expectations versus reality. And this is also similar to the actual and expected expectations. But in the total quality management, the formula for the perceived quality, that of course the actual performance of the product, it should meet what the customer expectation, or it should meet not only the customer expectation, but it should meet beyond the customer expectation. That's why the formula of actual less or minus expectations. Okay, so of course the customer expecting, but when they perceive the quality, that the customers are satisfied beyond their expectations. Okay, so what is the customer relationship management? Okay, so the customer relationship management is about a planning and organizing of monitoring and controlling of establishing a relationship with the customers. So from the words of customer relationship, if we are existing customers, we have to retain them in patronizing our product and services which they offer to them. So please take note that the CRM or the customer relationship management has a lot of accessibility and commitments, because if we have our existing customers, we must also create a plans or a strategy on how do we retain them, okay, and to retain them in the in the business, or in the organization rather. And of course, part of the CRM is to select and develop customer contact and employees. So we have to develop or select also the customer's contact information or customer contact employees, uh, which the employees are get in touch with the customers of hearing them out in order to improve the quality. And of course, part of the CRM is there's also a relevant customer contact requirements. So you should always keep on hand. And of course, CRM is also an effective complaint management, where if the customer has a complaint or issue to raise, that can be easily make a resolution, of course. And of course, we know this concern, how do we solve those concerns? And CRM is also a strategic partnership and alliances with strategic partnership and alliances that we have also to tie up with organizations in delivering customer relationship, or combining the existing customers uh, maintaining their maintaining their existing customers, or maintaining their satisfaction. Okay, so how do we measure the customer satisfaction? So of course, we talk about customer satisfaction. It's how the customers are happy or delighted in perceiving quality to the product and services. So we have also the following measurements on how to measure or to get the customer satisfaction. Of course, in order to measure if there's a customer satisfaction, that that the customer discover effectiveness, discover the customer perception to the business effectiveness. And of course, one of the measuring customer satisfaction is to compare the company's performance in relative to the competitors. Of course, competitions, competitors, they are offering similar products, but what they might have distinctive, okay, with distinctive with, from among them. That's why there's a comparison on their performance, on how the customers are getting satisfied. And of course, identify the ideas for improvement. Of course, if there's always space for improvement, and the improvement is continuous one, in order to provide a better quality to our customers, and to track trends to determine if the changes result in improvements. That's how we so that's how we measure the customer satisfaction. Okay, so the last one. Okay, so how do we get a customer focus? Okay, or a customer focus. Okay, the customer focus, this is how we examine the organization in determining the requirements, expectations, and the preference of customers and markets. Customer focus also builds relationship with customers and determines the key factors in leading customer acquisition, satisfaction, and retention to the business expansion. And what are those things that we consider in customer focus? So we must have a customer and market knowledge. We have to know to establish a customer relationship and satisfaction. Okay, and we have to determine the satisfaction of the customers in order to retain them in our organization. Okay, so that will be our topic for today, and that is the week 6, which is the focusing on customers.